Have you ever been handcuffed by a buck in your tree stand and weren't able to deliver an ethical shot? I'm Taylor Drury, and this is another throwback edition of DoD TV.
This segment of DoD TV is brought to you by Leupold. Be relentless.
Tenured DoD team member and my cousin Jared Lurk has been following my dad and Uncle Terry's footsteps for some time now. Back in 2006, Jared was on hot pursuit of a particular buck, which seemed to have Jared's schedule way down. Let's join cousin Jared in a tree as he attempts to lower the boom on this monster.
Those whitetails, whether it be bucks or does, they're in trouble. I've got a quiver full of arrows, headed to Iowa, gonna spend 2 weeks. I've got 2 weeks of vacation. Brother Justin's on his way up to film. It should be a lot of fun. The whitetails just aren't cruising yet like we thought they would be with this rising moon. So every doe that gets within bow range.
Deer in lockdown mode right now, so we came back to the food source and we're hoping they fit down this way. Maybe a hot doe will bring a buck with her. That's number 3, right? Actually, that's number 4. The bucks aren't moving, but the does are.
In her last gasp or breath for air, she does what I call a death ball. It almost emulates what a buck sounds like when he's in the rut and growling, and the bucks came out of the woodwork. And that was a very important lesson to learn. They're in the stage where growling and bleating seems to be working, so I'm gonna give them heck and growl and bleat my tail off.
You know, there's a song by Travis Tritt. It's a great day to be alive. In days like this with a gorgeous sunrise, November the 5th, it's what we wait all year for.
So I've done a growling and heat bleating sequence, and all of a sudden I hear a deer stand up like out of its bed. Bap, bap.
I had zero angle. I wasn't gonna shoot him in the spine. It's a terrible angle. I've never had a deer that big right underneath me, and I'm not gonna shoot him in the spine. I'm just sick. I'm absolutely sick.
You go from that emotional high to the deer's charging at your tree, and we've got him meeting the freezer, to him escaping unscathed. I'll never have an encounter like that ever again.
We've got wildlife eye of him from last year in 05, this year in 06, and now we got an up close and personal encounter. And I'm just...
These whitetails will humble you. We're gonna be back after them. We had that big whitetail right underneath us. Couldn't get the deal closed, and I think Justin's just a little bit tired of hunting.
What's going on over there?
Oh, he had me sit out here all day. Could have shot the big one this morning. Get a little tired of it.
I don't think Justin's as passionate a whitetail hunter as I am just yet. Big deer. Where's my muzzle loader when I need it? He's 198.
200 yards away, we've got a deer I call Mr. T, because he deserves the name fitting, because he is one of the largest 10-pointers you're ever gonna see.
November the 5th, 2006 will go down in my history books as a day I will never forget. I had that close encounter of the unfortunate kind with that giant 10-pointer, the deer I call the former 4G2 buck. And then the buck I wanted to kill, because I've got wildlife eye footage of him, is standing 220 yards away from me. Wow, what a giant.
What do you got, Mark?
Well, we do have clouds at least. Changed a little bit from that regard.
Got a little mist.
It's misting?
Yeah.
Oh my
Not
God.
misting, I think just a heavy fog.
Oh my God. It could be on this morning.
We're ready to go.
Ready.
We're ready to go. Going to get the big whitetails. Got my Mr. T socks on. Jared doesn't know, but that's what I got on. We're ready to go.
Mr. T gonna die today?
He's going down.
Awesome. I'd love to see that.
What'd you say, Dad?
Make a good clean shot. We'll hit silver.
That's a good idea.
Just tell him to, I'll just have to remember to tell him to draw back.
Yeah. Last night I texted Mark when we had that big deer at 160 yards, and he texted me back and he said, "Are you at full draw yet?" You're not gonna kill him if you stay in bed and stay depressed and mope around. So we're getting back after him. Justin's in a great mood. I'm in a great mood. We're having fun on the way to the stand.
I think I better get in. He might leave without me.
I decide to stop and sit for the first hour over a biologic plot to see if that doe would bring that big whitetail back in front of us.
I'm thinking I'm in the wrong spot, Mark. Hey, congratulations, you stud.
Thanks, buddy. Bye-bye.
Maybe that's a good luck phone call. Mark just smashed a giant non-typical. We're putting a move on him today. This biologic and ground blind didn't seem like it's working. There's nothing feeding, but we've seen the cruiser down at this end of the field. We're gonna go jump in a stand down there. We're gonna sit tight and up for a long time to do. Excited. He's definitely in bow range. Just 1 year too young. I haven't shot a deer with my bow yet. I've been hunting like 9 or 10 days or something like that. But the management program, we're not gonna shoot young deer. Talk about being spot on. This tree is at the right spot. We just have, I think, 2 different 3-year-olds within bow range. But both got a visual on us and we're not moving. So I'm gonna have to reposition these stands before we get out of here today. Good deer coming. Just shoot her. Shoot her.
Bap.
Does lightning strike the same person twice? Apparently it does. I am shaking like a leaf. And that is the same deer I couldn't get killed yesterday, about 150 yards away. Right under our tree again. Second time. I don't know what to say. A lot of people say act like you've been there before, but I haven't, and I probably won't again. And that is the largest deer of my life. We've got wildlife eye of him from last year and this year. He's down over there. It doesn't get any better than today. It doesn't get any better than this.
Jared?
Linda, you have to speak softly because we've got a deer within range right now.
Why are you calling me?
Because I don't think he'll hear us. Because
Get it down first.
he's dead. I killed him.
I just absolutely can't even believe it. The chances of ever seeing that whitetail again, let alone having him do the exact same thing.
For this to be the first time to get behind a camera and try to lay down some footage, I just don't know how it's gonna get any better than this.
Hey, come here. Look right there.
Oh my God. No way. Well, what do you say when you're sitting behind a big rack Iowa rascal like this? He's got mass all the way out to the tips of his beams. The way you get these big rascals is I laid off 3-year-olds. I just knew they weren't mature. They will be next year or the year after that. And the way you grow these big rack rascals is laying off the young ones, shoot the does, keep your doe numbers down, and then maybe the stars line up once upon a time and you sit behind the largest deer of your life and you know that today was your day. November 6, 2006, I've got Brother Justin behind the camera did a phenomenal job with the footage. Life's all about emotional highs and lows. And right now, both of us are on an emotional high that will last a very long time. It's gonna be a long drag, and as these big whitetails always do, they never end up in the easiest spot to drag them out.
Come on, Jared, pull. Hey, pull.
But we've got the bad boy buggy to aid in the effort. It'll be a good ride home. We do the photo session. It's time to get the old Drury Outdoors tape measure out and figure out what these two big Iowa whitetails score.
171, and yours was what?
178.
Sweet, nice.
I was just excited to share the greatest moment I'm ever gonna have, probably in the whitetail world, in front of the camera, with Brother Justin.
To film my brother take the largest deer of his life, it's always gonna be a special page in my deer hunting book.
Ever wonder what goes on inside the brain of a whitetail buck that gets him up and on the move? Well, we've cracked that code and are delivering it to you in the DeerCast app, a revolution in deer movement forecasting. Available now for iOS and Android. Get ahead of your game with DeerCast.
We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of DoD TV was brought to you by Mossy Oak.